Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here today. In this video, we'll be discussing something very special, and I'm sure it will be valuable and insightful for all of you. It's a topic that connects deeply with our everyday lives, and I can't wait to dive into it with you. So make sure to watch the video till the end, and if you find it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't hesitate to subscribe and become part of our growing community. Your feedback is always appreciated, so be sure to share your thoughts in the comments section after watching. Without further ado, let's get started. A Guide to Stoicism. Transform your life forever. The morning sun had just begun to pierce through the misty veil of dawn as Daniel sat quietly by the window, reflecting on the chaotic nature of his life. Work stress, broken relationships, and an overwhelming sense of purposelessness had begun to erode his spirit. He had tried meditation, exercise, and countless self-help books, but none of it seemed to provide lasting peace. He was in search of something deeper, something timeless that could transform his life. That's when he stumbled upon Stoicism. Chapter 1. The Dawn of Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium around the early 3rd century BC. Its teachings are designed not just to help people endure hardship, but to thrive by understanding what is and isn't within their control. Daniel had read the basics. Stoics believe that true happiness is found in virtue and wisdom, not in external possessions or circumstances. He decided to immerse himself in Stoicism, hoping it would give him the tools to navigate life's turbulence. As he dug deeper, Daniel discovered the wisdom of three great Stoic philosophers: Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Their words would become the pillars of his new life philosophy. Chapter 2. Embracing the Dichotomy of Control. The first lesson Daniel encountered was the dichotomy of control, a central Stoic idea from Epictetus. It's simple but profound. There are things we can control and things we cannot. Daniel realized how much time he wasted worrying about things beyond his control. What others thought of him, the behavior of his colleagues, even the unpredictable outcomes of events. He had been letting external factors dictate his inner peace. Through Stoicism, he learned to focus on what he could control: his thoughts, actions, and reactions. He practiced letting go of everything else. When his boss was upset about a project, instead of panicking or feeling like a failure, Daniel calmly did his best and accepted the rest as outside his control. Transformation. Tip: practice mentally distinguishing between what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and emotions, and what you cannot, the actions of others, external events. Let go of the need to control the uncontrollable and focus on cultivating inner peace. Chapter 3. The Power of Virtue. As Daniel delved further, he encountered Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, a collection of personal reflections from the Roman emperor, who was also a practicing Stoic. Marcus emphasized that virtue, courage, wisdom, justice, and self-discipline was the path to a good life. Daniel began applying these virtues in his everyday interactions. When his friend wronged him, instead of reacting with anger or spite, he chose justice and forgiveness. He started practicing courage in his decision-making, especially in situations where fear had previously held him back. Living virtuously didn't mean Daniel's problems disappeared, but it transformed how he responded to them. His inner compass shifted from external validation to internal integrity. He wasn't just reacting to life anymore. He was actively shaping it with wisdom and purpose. Transformation. Tip: reflect on the Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Incorporate them into your daily actions and decisions, knowing that external circumstances don't define your happiness. Your character does. Chapter 4. Amor Fati, Love of Fate. Perhaps the most life-altering Stoic concept for Daniel was Amor Fati, the idea of embracing fate and loving whatever happens. The Stoics believed that resisting the natural flow of life only creates suffering. Instead, they taught to accept whatever comes as part of the grand design of the universe. For Daniel, this was a radical shift. When he faced setbacks, such as a major client leaving his company, he didn't wallow in frustration or self-pity. Instead, he asked himself, what can I learn from this? He began to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. This acceptance of life's ups and downs brought Daniel a peace he had never known. He stopped wishing things were different and instead embraced each moment as it was, even the difficult ones. Transformation. Tip: practice Amor Fati by accepting everything that happens to you as necessary for your growth. Stop resisting the flow of life and trust that every experience, good or bad, has something to teach you. Chapter 5. Memento Mori. Remember death. One of the more sobering lessons of Stoicism is Memento Mori, the reminder that life is short and death is inevitable. At first, this idea made Daniel uncomfortable, but the more he reflected on it, the more he realized that acknowledging death isn't about fearing it, it's about making the most of the time we have. He started waking up each day with a renewed sense of urgency. He didn't waste time on trivialities or let fear prevent him from chasing his dreams. Knowing that his time was limited motivated him to live with greater intention and gratitude. Transformation. Tip: reflect on Memento Mori daily. Instead of fearing death, use it as motivation to live fully in the present, to cherish your loved ones, and to pursue your goals with passion. Chapter 6. The Quiet Transformation. Over time, Daniel noticed a profound change in himself. His external circumstances hadn't shifted drastically. His job was still demanding, and life still presented its challenges. But something inside him had transformed. He was no longer a prisoner to his emotions or the whims of fate. He had developed an unshakable inner calm, rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism. He no longer sought happiness in fleeting pleasures or external successes. Instead, he found joy in living a life of virtue, accepting what came his way, and letting go of the need for control. He had discovered what the Stoics had been teaching for centuries. True freedom comes from within. Conclusion: transform your life forever. Stoicism, with its timeless teachings, offers a guide to navigating life's complexities with wisdom, courage, and grace. Like Daniel, you can use its principles to transform your life forever. By focusing on what you can control, living virtuously, accepting fate, and remembering the brevity of life. It's not an easy path, but it's a rewarding one. As the Stoics believed, it's not what happens to you that matters, it's how you respond that defines the quality of your life. So take a deep breath, embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, and begin your journey of transformation today.